The Middle East, a region perpetually on edge, finds itself once again teetering on the precipice of a full-blown conflict. The long-standing animosity between Israel and Hezbollah has erupted with renewed ferocity. Gone are the days of tense standoffs and veiled threats. A storm of rockets and missiles now darkens the skies. Hezbollah, the militant group and political force based in Lebanon, has unleashed a wave of attacks on Israel. These are not random acts of violence. Hezbollah has targeted strategic locations, aiming to inflict maximum damage and sow fear among Israeli citizens. Coastal cities, once havens of tranquility, have become prime targets in this latest escalation. But the bustling streets of Nahariya and Haifa, usually alive with the sounds of commerce and laughter, now echo with the terrifying roar of explosions. This is not just another chapter in the seemingly endless conflict between Israel and Hezbollah. The intensity of the attacks, the audacity of their execution, and the potential for a catastrophic escalation have plunged the region into a state of deep anxiety. The world watches, holding its breath, as the shadow of war looms large. The beautiful Mediterranean coastline of Israel, once a symbol of peace and prosperity, now faces the relentless barrage of Hezbollah's arsenal. Rockets, fired from launchers hidden deep within Lebanon, streak across the sky, their trails of fire illuminating the night. Nahariya, a city known for its pristine beaches and vibrant nightlife, has become a primary target. The relentless bombardment has forced residents to seek shelter underground, their lives upended by the constant fear of attack. Further south, the port city of Haifa, a vital economic hub, has also felt the wrath of Hezbollah's rockets. The port, a lifeline for Israeli commerce, has come to a standstill, ships unable to dock as the threat of attack lingers in the air. Hezbollah's strategy is clear: to cripple Israel's economy, disrupt its daily life, and shatter the sense of security that Israelis have long taken for granted. The relentless rain of rockets serves as a constant reminder that no place is safe, no one is immune.
As the sun dipped below the horizon on a seemingly ordinary evening, tragedy struck the heart of Haifa. The Carmel Center, a bustling complex housing a synagogue, shops, and restaurants, became the target of a devastating attack. A missile, its trajectory designed to evade Israel's sophisticated air defense systems, slammed into the synagogue. The blast, deafening and powerful, ripped through the building. The air filled with dust, debris, and the screams of those caught in the inferno. The synagogue, a place of worship and community, was reduced to rubble. The festive atmosphere of the evening transformed into a scene of unimaginable horror. Injured survivors, many of them elderly, stumbled out of the wreckage, their faces etched with terror and disbelief. The attack on the Carmel Center was a stark reminder of the human cost of this conflict. It shattered the illusion of safety and sent shockwaves throughout Israel and beyond. The images of the devastated synagogue, a symbol of faith and tradition, became a haunting emblem of the brutality unleashed.
Israel, its pride wounded and its citizens reeling from the attacks, has unleashed a retaliatory strike of its own. The roar of fighter jets piercing the night sky has become a familiar sound. Missiles, guided by precision technology, rain down on targets in Lebanon. Hezbollah's strongholds, carefully concealed amidst civilian populations, have become prime targets. Command and control centers, weapons depots, and training camps have been reduced to rubble in a display of Israel's military might. Ground forces have also been mobilized. Israeli tanks and troops have crossed the border into southern Lebanon, engaging in fierce clashes with Hezbollah fighters. The once tranquil landscape is now scarred by the passage of heavy weaponry and the echoes of gunfire. Israel's response, swift and decisive, aims to cripple Hezbollah's ability to wage war. It is a show of force, a message that aggression will be met with an iron fist. Section 5, Iron Dome, overwhelmed and under fire. Israel's Iron Dome, a technological marvel lauded for its ability to intercept incoming rockets, has been put to the ultimate test. The sheer volume of projectiles launched by Hezbollah, coupled with their increasing sophistication, has pushed the system to its limits. While the Iron Dome has successfully intercepted many rockets, preventing countless casualties, there have been breaches. Missiles have slipped through the net, striking their targets and exposing the limitations of even the most advanced defense systems. Concerns are growing in Israel about the Iron Dome's ability to cope with this sustained barrage. Questions are being raised about its effectiveness, its cost, and whether it provides a false sense of security. The Iron Dome, once a symbol of Israel's technological prowess, has become a focal point of anxiety. Its performance in this latest conflict could have far-reaching implications for Israel's defense strategy and its sense of vulnerability.
Section 6. Whispers of doubt, Israeli media, and the growing concern. The initial wave of patriotic fervor that often accompanies conflict in Israel has given way to a more somber mood. The relentless rocket attacks, the mounting casualties, and the images of destruction have fueled a growing sense of unease. Israeli media, once a chorus of unwavering support for the government's actions, now reflects this anxiety. Questions are being asked about the effectiveness of the military campaign, the cost in terms of human life, and the long-term implications for the region. The attack on the Carmel Center in particular has shaken the Israeli psyche. It has shattered the belief that such civilian targets are off-limits, that there are lines even Hezbollah will not cross. The whispers of doubt, once confined to the fringes of Israeli society, are growing louder. The government, facing mounting pressure to end the conflict, finds itself caught between the need to appear strong and the desire to protect its citizens.
Section 7. Hezbollah's resilience, a thorn in Israel's side. Despite Israel's overwhelming military superiority, Hezbollah has demonstrated remarkable resilience. Years of preparation, a vast arsenal of rockets and missiles, and a willingness to engage in asymmetric warfare have allowed the group to withstand Israel's onslaught. Hezbollah's fighters, highly trained and deeply entrenched within the civilian population, have proven to be a formidable adversary. Their tactics, honed over years of conflict, focus on inflicting maximum damage while minimizing their own casualties. The group's leadership, though targeted by Israeli airstrikes, remains intact. Hezbollah's command and control structure, decentralized and adaptable, has proven difficult to disrupt. Hezbollah's resilience, its ability to absorb Israel's blows and continue fighting, poses a significant challenge. It is a stark reminder that military might alone may not be enough to defeat a determined and resourceful enemy.
Section 8. The geopolitical chessboard, Iran's role and international implications. The conflict between Israel and Hezbollah cannot be viewed in isolation. It is a proxy war, a dangerous game of chess played out on the geopolitical stage, with regional and global powers vying for influence. Iran, Hezbollah's primary backer, looms large over the conflict. Iran's support, both financial and military, has been instrumental in enabling Hezbollah to build its arsenal and sustain its fight against Israel. The international community, alarmed by the escalation of violence, has called for restraint. The United States, Israel's staunchest ally, has provided diplomatic and military support, while also urging a de-escalation of the conflict. The timing of the conflict, coinciding with upcoming US political changes, adds another layer of complexity. The outcome of the US elections could have significant implications for the region, potentially altering the balance of power and influencing the trajectory of the conflict.
Section 9. A future adorned with question marks. As the conflict rages on, the future remains shrouded in uncertainty. The path ahead is fraught with danger, with the potential for further escalation and unintended consequences. Will a ceasefire be negotiated, bringing a fragile peace to the region? Or will the cycle of violence continue, fueled by deep-seated animosity and the pursuit of strategic objectives? The answers to these questions will depend on a multitude of factors. The calculations of the actors involved, the pressure exerted by the international community, and the unpredictable dynamics that often shape events in the Middle East. One thing is certain, the scars of this conflict will run deep. Lives lost, families shattered, and a region teetering on the brink of chaos serve as a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict. The world can only hope that wisdom and restraint will prevail, paving the way for a more peaceful future.